Come on. Ready? Shut up! Here we go, shot! Ready? Ready, go! Set! Get up! Let's go now! Here we go, here! Ready? Set! Ready? Let's go! Let's go! Ready? Ready? Down! 70 Lion! Ready?
Athletes.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, good move. Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Broncos first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And running with power here. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. Thrown one pass. Of course, that was intercepted on the last drive. He also had 2 interceptions in the previous ball game last week. So becoming a little bit of an issue here. He'll try to fix it now. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and 4. He's going to try and do this himself. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slant pass to Boyd. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
First down, Broncos.
Now he's going to step, and it's a fumble. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they... Football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll air this one out for Mims. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards.
57 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 4. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he didn't.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. And he'll take over here again, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 15. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the... So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
He's brought down at the 39.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP-caliber football we're witnessing.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for our Broncos. First down. A gain of 7. And the Broncos first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Third down and 20.
Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Denver's offense now set to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Denver, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will head back home next week. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys will have their hands full, that's for sure. We know how hard it can be for these warm-weather teams to adjust to the inclement weather. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in. And Denver getting set to take the field. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. Last time out, he hit Evan Ingram on the touchdown pass. And now they begin here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter.
On 1st down, he'll up to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
We get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Okay, ready?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. They set up the screen for Dobbins. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we pass the half. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for J.K. Dobbins. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A beautiful fake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
Hey, check that.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Here's second and 3.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going.
Home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They come up now on second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving.
First and 10 at the 30.
He's back to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Stokes on the coverage.
They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable. We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the offense now set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go. Set, go.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy,
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders.
Ready, set.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now he's going to step up and run. And Owen coughed it up. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. And he's been terrific all year running the football. And you see the season numbers up over 500 yards now for the campaign, and that is really an accomplishment for a quarterback. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 41 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up.
The Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He'll air this one out from Mims. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and
set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
a couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the Broncos now down by 7. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the team.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting
just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a Sunday night blockbuster, part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. On the to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the rookie out of Illinois, Pat Bryant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Broncos first down.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull your...
This game here tonight, a rematch of Super Bowl 22 back in 1988. You think about the 80s, that was the John Madden broadcaster sweet spot, if you will. Remember how much he loved the Hogs? John really gave offensive line carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. What a weekend it's been already in the NFL. 3 games on Thanksgiving, the Black Friday game in Philadelphia, all part of the league saluting the legendary John Madden. This now known for the entire week for us at EA Sports with great pride as the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. What a great time to honor a great man, his legacy in football. John gave so much of himself. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They're down and 3. Hill looks to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and...
Now they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
That's good.
Give him 11 on the scramble, and give them a new set of downs.
First down, Broncos.
A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Back to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Second down and 3. He'll look to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. Now it's going to be third down. He'll drop to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient.
Broncos offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Jordan McGee on the coverage.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Forced out wide. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Ah, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
It's 3rd and 4.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. He was defended.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's a keeper on his own read. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Pick up at 6. Brings up
Throw at the quarterback. Keep it here on the zone read. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Commanders.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the left side in the hands of Gore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Pat Bryant, the target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. They'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. That one hard. Pat Bryant, touchdown Broncos. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck.
It's a win here for the Commanders. That was a game that was in doubt till the very end. They were able to hold on, come away with the victory.